Hey, so this is my first video that I'm going to be doing for YouTube here. And basically what I want to kind of do in this channel, I guess, is to educate people, primarily, I guess, the other licensed plumbers out there, because I feel like there's a lot of plumbers that really don't know what they're doing. And they take on a lot of jobs where they have no idea what they're doing, and they got to call guys like myself or others that know how and what to do. And, then we got to explain things over the phone, or even sometimes they'll offer us to come out and give them a hand with it, but at a cost, because usually they're willing to give 50% of profit to you because they don't know what they're doing and they need someone that does. And, it's crazy to me that you're asking someone else to come and do a job with you, but you're going to give them 50% of your makings or your profit so that you can get the job done. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense, but if you call me and ask me, hey, can you come give me a hand, but you know exactly what you want done and you know how you want to do it, then sure, then now we can negotiate a price. Like, you'll be making more. Like, you should be making at least 70-80% of that profit, right? And then handing out that additional cost to your sub or to me in this case, right? Just to make money. For me, it doesn't make sense. So, if I pick up a job, I don't typically find someone else that also knows as much as me to come and help me. But, I don't mind doing that if it's a really big job, but as long as I don't have to explain to them exactly how to do it, or I don't have to worry as much, then I don't mind paying them, a decent amount, 20%, 30%, because they're still getting their part done. They're making decent money and I'm still making my profit like I should be. But if you're an individual that, can't do it on their own and they need someone that's more experienced, right? Meanwhile, you've been doing it for 5, 10, 15 years and you still need someone like myself to come and help you. It just kind of blows my mind. And just always wonder, like, how did you guys get licensed, or how did you become, where you are? Like, I don't understand. Like, you can't make money this way. Anyhow, so I'm going to try to do a couple of videos throughout and see what we come up with. Hopefully, I'll get some bigger jobs myself. I am just starting out. I've only been in this now with my own company for about 5 months now. And yeah, but I've been doing this for over 17 years. I think coming up on 18 pretty soon, 18 years. And I consider myself a pretty well-diverse plumber. Do I know everything? Absolutely not. I don't think any normal plumber will tell you they don't know everything. And there's always room to learn. It just depends on how much you want to learn, right? And what you want to do. You should always stick with what you know, but you should also try to branch out. It's very important. And there's so many different aspects or avenues of plumbing, right? Like, you could do, steam work. You could be a boiler maker, right? You can do just regular house rough-ins, right? You can do condos, you can do apartments. You can get into the hydronic side of plumbing, which is mostly like heating. And there's so many more little things you can get into. You get into like pools, making pools. Like, there's so many things that you can do as a plumber, and it depends on where you're going to make the money. Like, there's service, you're definitely going to make the most amount of money on service, especially if you're 24/7, you're going to be making all kinds of money, doing that kind of work. Do I do service? I do it, but I'm not a service guy. I don't do 24 hours. I just think I'd rather have a life than only make a ton of money. Like, it's good. Maybe I could do it for a bit and then make the money and then pay some other guys, hire some guys and get them to do the work, right? That would be the end goal, to be honest. But, service isn't really my main focus. I'm more into, renovations, new builds, custom homes, right? Custom renovations. That's more my specialty. Older homes, even, things I'm more comfortable with, for sure. But like I said, I'm an all-around plumber, and I really think that I can teach a lot of you what's kind of going on. So hopefully, like I said, the more jobs I get and the more, like hopefully I'll be able to, one, I got to build the confidence to actually set up the camera and do the work and talk while I do it. That's something that's new to me. I'm not a, what do you call this? A social creator or whatever. Anyhow, I'm just starting out on this end. So let's see how this goes. I just want to be honest. I think that I'm a very honest plumber, and I do my best to make sure that, you understand what I'm doing, and, hopefully you'll be able to actually learn from this. Anyways, we'll talk soon.